can't tell, but that's a 7-Up bottle. Or, I mean, can. Fuck. Maybe I could learn how to speak. Anyway. Not really much to say. Let's see if I can get a fucking mic, man. I had my shit on mute. I don't know. My mic doesn't work, so I'll just not use it. This mic is okay as long as I'm not in an echo area where it's echoing. I think when I took the picture, I had water on my nose. The thumbnail makes a lot of sense. I always get, people always try to like subliminally or slightly subliminally talk trash about me. It's like, it's not going to work, man. I'm tongue in cheek with everything I do anyway. If I was trying to make money, I would try to make money. If I'm not trying to make money, I'm not going to try to make money. It's real simple. It's not, it's black and white. It's easy to figure out. I'm not trying to get monetized. I'm not trying to get a lot of subs. Although if it ever happened, I'm not going to complain if I get a bunch of subs. It's not going to be something I complain about. If I even get any likes, it's not going to be something I'm, complain about. Once in a while, when I don't get more than 2 likes, yeah, I fucking might say something on a video. But I guess that aspect makes me pretty human, despite being a warlock. So. Yeah, I'm a warlock. I don't know who you are, so. Yep, just smoking some bud. Somebody bought me buy some bud. I'm just emptying the joint because I don't like to smoke out of a joint. Even with a crutch, I don't do joints unless it's like where it's a hassle to smoke out of a pipe or you don't have a pipe. Yeah, okay, then I will. So earlier I was talking about Jeremiah Phillips. I just will clearly state once again and then go past the subject because I'm not trying to just use it and to the nth degree or anything like some people might as a drama thing. And I didn't title my video about it. So that just goes to show you I'm not after, I did bring it up about Jeremiah Phillips because I was pissed off. Now I got a lot of likes, a lot of watches on it. But hey, how am I supposed to know? I didn't know. I was just responding to his channel being closed down. So it's not like I don't want to bend my channel around other people's stuff, but at the same time, I'm not going to deny what came out of it. I did get a lot of views, and for me, they keep rising. So it's pretty cool. Even though it's just one of my videos, this is kind of how Black Bigot got his start anyway. If you ever look into Black Bigot, he did like one video. It went kind of crazy. Everybody went on it. And then the next thing you know, Black Bigot's almost got 100,000 subscribers. I'm just saying, and I wasn't even planning that, although when I did the Stove the Hobo videos on my old channel, I think it was J.A. Tony Clark, or maybe it was Octavital Forsage. I forget which channel, because I do move to channel to channel. Like some people do that too, and I do it. Anyway, that got shit almost. I mean, to this day, that gets views, and I don't even get comments from those anymore. Matter of fact, I don't even see a lot of my notifications for comments on my videos, and that's YouTube fucking with me. So I have to go to my videos and watch them, or well, at least go to them and check the comments because the comment won't pop up on my notification. And to me, that is YouTube. That's the only way that could be done. And also, if you look at Wise Up, although Jeremiah Phillips, forget Wise Up for a second. Jeremiah Phillips, back to him for a second. Super talented, funny, and now he doesn't have a channel for what? He didn't do nothing wrong. I think YouTube themselves are subcontracting people to give people, to flag people's videos. And it's possibly politically even motivated. Who knows? Maybe Jeremiah Phillips is a Trump supporter. You ever think about that? I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of these, whoever, Al Gore, was it Al Gore who said he created the internet? Well, would that mean that he also controls? I don't believe that's true, but it would kind of lead me to believe if there's any truth to it, that they'd all be Democrats that run it. However, I don't see that. I don't see that, but you never know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a personal dislike, whatever. I think that YouTube may even be manufacturing their own people to flag people's videos, is all I'm saying. And for reasons unknown, well, probably because there are certain monetary people that they don't think they want to follow the MO, or they don't want to promote them anymore. They just decide, in a corporate office somewhere, yeah, let's end Jeremiah Phillips. Okay, everybody that we subcontracted, go flag his video. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, see you later. We'll talk to you tomorrow at the meeting. Okay. Yeah, I really do. I really do believe that. I don't even think it was haters or trolls flagging his video. To come to think of it, he was too talented. It was not likely to get a bunch of haters. He's fucking funny. The only ones who may hate something like that, I don't know, are straight up Bible thumpers or something. I don't know, from Utah. Those are the only kind of people that would not like Jeremiah Phillips's skits. I mean, sure, once in a while they don't hit them as strong, but that's anybody. Just like when I used to watch Carol Burnett, we used to laugh at Tim Conway all the time, and Carol. But they were just a good team, and Harvey Korman, great team, good actors, good fucking funny shit. That secretary with the fake big butt, and the complete chewing gum shit. Carol Burnett was hilarious, and the show was good. And I mean, but back then, you didn't have people that would, take down television shows. You didn't have people that would sit there and take down television shows, unless, of course, it didn't get ratings. Well, I guess in a sense that is your troll. The people who did not watch Carol Burnett. The only reason why they would have took the show down is because eventually it lost popularity, or they just didn't have the budget anymore, or the people that were running the shit didn't change hands to other people, and it ended up falling into, it ran for a long time, Carol Burnett. I don't know, man. I wouldn't doubt it if Carol Burnett ran for fucking 10, 12 years, that fucking show. But I have to look into it. That's just how it is. And I don't even know how many seasons Sanford and Son ran, but at the time it took a while for other people to catch on to that. But two junk guys and stuff. But Fred Sanford, was good in that, and he was good at Super X dirty comedy. So he was good at Super X dirty comedy, Red Fox. He was fucking way back in the day, before any of these motherfuckers ever came out. He was the one doing it. So he already had a start that way. Hollywood didn't want to deal with him because he was so X-rated. But you know what? They picked him and that fucking guy, whatever his name is, the other guy. They picked those guys, even though they fucking probably went against the grain and everything, because, in Hollywood, a lot of times they want you to be presentable with a whatever you're doing in almost a PG format or something. And Red Fox wouldn't do that, but he did agree to tame it a little more through those producers, and still he was funny. But let's see, comedies, or how they fucking got their thing. And of course, when you go against the grain and you're funny, especially if it's X-rated, even today, people will not want to hire you. Now, I came out here, and at the time, I was actually getting good at some of my comedy. I never produced it on video or anything. I did have some comedy I produced on video a long time ago, but it was really green. I barely was good at it. And I could barely, almost hardly get the jokes right. And they needed work anyway. The jokes themselves needed work. So I probably prematurely put that comedy out a long time ago. You can find it on my old channel. But that comedy it just needed a lot of work. So I did. I worked on it for another year and a half. And I moved out to LA, and I started getting really good at it. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just give it a shot. So I went down and looked at the comedy places down in like Hollywood and stuff, and they were all suck. They all had G stuff platforms, and it was like, what the fuck is this? I mean, how do these people get into the business if they do dirty jokes? I don't even get it. Where do you have to go? You have to go underground, or you have to hope that Vegas will let you play some shows, dirty comedy, because a lot of people like that dirty bathroom humor comedy. And so anyway, I like to watch Jeremiah Phillips for that reason because, he goes against the grain and he just straight up, I mean, I could see where a lot of black folks would not like him acting the way he does just because maybe they feel like it looks bad on the community. But no, he was just being funny, man. That shit's funny. That's funny. And now I think he should I think somebody should hire Jeremiah Phillips for real comedy. I don't know what platforms would be best, but I'm sure he could be just as good. And doing the skit stuff still. I like him as a skit artist myself. I'm not, I like the skits he does. I like Jeremiah Phillips' skits. His skits are cool. I wouldn't want to just see him try to do stand-up comedy because it wouldn't fit his skit nature. But anyway, I think somebody should hire him right now. And, give him a good fucking paycheck. He'll make more money than Jamie Foxx if they put their money into him. But they have to put their money into him. And they got to let him do his thing. 100%. Jeremiah Phillips, they have to let you do your fucking thing. Because YouTube is just a weak platform for comedy anyway. And they, as soon as they cancel you, you're gone. And then there's no real way to get out of it once they cancel the channel. So hopefully somebody will take heed and fucking get to him and take care of him and get him some production equipment and just get him started. Man, he could be like the Spike Lee of comedy skits. All right. So that's what I'm saying about Jeremiah Phillips. If anyone thinks I ever fucking would diss somebody that's got talent, you're crazy. The one thing I do like is people with talent. I don't like people with no talent too much. Usually I'm bored and uninterested in their conversation, especially have to do with Monday Night Football, fucking Blues hockey, or smoking pot all day and eating hamburgers. I'm sorry. All right? But smoking pot and eating hamburgers is not a fucking, sorry. It's not high tech enough for me. What can I tell you? There's only so much, now it doesn't mean there's some people that don't do good channels on food reviews and shit. And hamburgers can be done right. But don't you think eventually you're going to run out of material with that fucking hamburger shit? I mean, how many different ways can you cook a goddamn cow, all right, in a fucking hamburger? There's only so many ways. And so I'm surprised. Yeah, it's okay. No one's coming in. At least I hit that video and I'm getting a lot of likes and a lot of views, and it just keeps going up. And the reason why it keeps going up is, it's the dynamics. I got mad that he was canceled. I reacted, did a video as I normally do, and boom, got a bunch of views. And who knows, this might go past because he had a lot of subscribers, Jeremiah Phillips. He's headed towards 1 million. So that would probably mean just by proxy, people are seeing my video as one of the first ones to come out about him. And, as I did when I did Stove Hobo, the mystery, or, whether you believe he died, at the hands of his own mistakes or drunkenness, I just did a video about that because I wasn't sure I believed it. There wasn't enough evidence on Stove the Hobo. So I've come to the conclusion that, anytime something happens, just like when somebody picks a news topic for their YouTube channel, as long as I stay on that wavelength, and I do watch a lot of YouTube channels. If I see somebody canceled, quiet 5, don't do that. Or canceled or any other thing that not a lot of people will report on, I'll report on it right fucking away. So at the very least, you will get that out of me. And once in a while, I will hit a video that will do a lot of, will hit a lot of views and get a lot of likes. And of course, just with that, the more that happens, the more some people attracted are negative anyway, and they're just going to be negative whether they just take a dislike. Maybe they think they're the shit. Maybe they think they look like King Tut. I don't know. But the point is this: it doesn't matter how big their ego is. They just want to give you a dislike because they can. It didn't cost them anything, and it was as easy as pressing the fucking thing. And it's like, well, usually that's somebody with the mentality of a kid that does that. They think, oh, I'll just give them a dislike because I'm here, and I take a dislike to the way they look, and they think they're the shit, and I think I'm King Tut, and I'm going to give him dislike just for being, he thinks he's all that and he ain't. Hey, I do claim a few things. I'm a warlock. Okay, number one, I'm a warlock. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm an athlete. I'm a, if you will, skateboarder, longboarder. I just took that up a year and a half ago. I could do anything I put my mind to. I could take up motocross, motorcycles at my age, but I wouldn't do it because too many back issues. And I would want to jump high, and then the next thing I know, I would want to try to figure out how to not crash, and that would be hard. So probably not going to do any motocross, jumping or anything like that on any bike. Although I would like to get some camera footage of me doing something on a bike. I'm just a little too old for that. But yeah, and whoever's watching this, is this by any way, is this Christy? Because Christy has a disposition where she's not allowed to talk to me, but she may watch me secretly. And she can't give me a like because her boyfriend or her husband will see it. And that's the truth. That is the fucking truth. I'm going to go see, yeah. What am I going to do? I don't have any coffee. I don't want any coffee. The best way to get rid of the acid in your throat, in your mouth, and your stomach from coffee is just to drink some milk. It will fucking stabilize that shit so quick. It fucking fixes the pH balance in your goddamn throat and shit from all that coffee and whatever that's in your fucking stomach fluids and shit. It makes, but it does something bad too. Milk can do something bad. But it didn't matter. When I had an ulcer, 8 to 13, I used to drink milk every day. I couldn't help it. It helped my stomach a little bit. And I'm glad that shit didn't go on into my adulthood. I think I would have probably shot myself. That was a bad ulcer. Sometimes I suspect somebody poisoned me or I don't know. Because it wasn't, whatever it was in my stomach that caused the scar tissue, and the doctors wanted to know what it was. And I was like, I don't know. Whatever it was, though, it came through and it passed and it ruined part of my stomach. So that's why that ulcer was there. And also because it could have been caused by maybe just excessive hard alcohol drinking when I was like 8. I did some excessive hard alcohol drinking. Like I was drinking straight up 80 proof shit, a half bottle with a friend. Of course, we had to purge most of it because we were kids. Our bodies couldn't take that shit. It was poison. So we had no choice but to purge it. And you know what? At that age, you couldn't really help it anyway. You would just puke. So it wasn't a case of try to puke. No, you drink enough of that shit straight, and it will not only fuck your stomach up, it will, especially when you're a kid and shit, and on an empty stomach, we used to do that. So that's probably what caused it. 8 to 13. I mean, it fits the timeline. It fits the timeline of which I started drinking that heavy shit. Bye, stuff. Yeah, 8 to 13. I remember, man, that shit fucking alcohol that I used to drink. It was straight whiskey. Jack Daniels, vodka, whatever. And, I wouldn't even mix it. I wouldn't even put ice and nothing in it. I didn't even have nothing in my stomach half the time when I was young because I was so hyperactive. I couldn't even concentrate on food. Fucking, except when I fucking was so hungry I was famished. Then I'd go eat. But that's how that goes down. Hey, Bubba. Shit, I got that. Once I got really big, I was like 160, but it was all pure muscle. When I was like 16, it was all fucking, well, maybe 17. I was all pure muscle. Maybe I was, about 17. And I went down to 129 on purpose from there, just because I felt like it. All of a sudden, I started not eating. And said, I'm going to fucking reduce this muscle vastly. And that way I sculpted myself a little, though. In the process, what I did was I got rid of a little leg muscle, some retaining extra muscle in my thighs from riding bikes. And it straightened me out in the legs, and it helped my upper half look a little more balanced later on when I started working out again, because then I started doing a lot more upper body shit, and it all pile drived upward. And then, oh, fuck, I wasn't even concerned about having big old fucking legs. Those are stupid looking anyway. I should start working out. I really should start working out just to show you guys how easily I can fucking just make my shit turn into huge fucking shit in no time at all. If I get this shit out of your way, just don't get in the wire. Don't get in the wire. Go. If you're getting down, go. Go. So like any YouTube channel, whatever, I do my live stream, people, hey, talk shit and say, hey man, don't go to that guy's channel anymore because you're my moderator or whatnot. And they call shots. They're shot calling channels. They may have 2,000, maybe they have 5,000 subs, somewhere in between. And what they do is they tell their fucking people, don't go to his channel under any circumstances. Okay, thank you, because he's not good for my name. That's why I don't give him likes. That's how a lot of these people are. They don't care about your fucking identity. They want you to fit into a PC culture genre. So, and you know, it would only be normal for you to try to collect money and revenue from your YouTube channel. And to them, it's foreign. So you must be an oddball that you don't try to do. No, I don't care. It's not about being worthless. It's just, I do what I do. And interest should become coming from the creative side. You shouldn't even worry about whether it's monetized or not. Why do you want to watch commercials? Let me ask you something. Do you want to watch commercials? Is that what you're saying to me? Okay. I don't. So fuck commercials. That's why I don't get monetized. That's why even if I did get the subs to monetize, I wouldn't even do it. I refuse. And even if, okay, now the only way that wouldn't happen is if like I woke up a month later and all of a sudden I went from, you know, under 100 subs or something to like, you know, 50,000 in like a month for what? Maybe 1, 2, 3 videos I did. At some point, at that point, I would probably go, yeah, it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and do the monetization and just clean your language up a little, but I really wouldn't want to. I did brush my teeth. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I do have good teeth. There's only those middle molars that are missing on the bottom. So I still got my jaw teeth, you know, the teeth that fit to your jaw in the back. And that way, you know, my jaw stays pretty good, even though, you know, like anyone, I get a little jowl action. Sometimes it's a little worse than others. I don't know what it's, you know, that shit. But other than that, I think I'm a friendly person. And if I did hit a bunch of, all of a sudden, you know, I'd be able to talk. Not only be able to talk, but I'd be able to show people like how bipartisan I could be when I'm having a conversation in chat with them. And rather than just bark and call them names or them calling me names, I would just block them, not worry about it. Like a lot of other guys do. They don't even comment to those people. A lot of times they'll just block them. So this is a video. At the end of the day, this is just a video. I do a live stream, but it is just a video until people do start rolling in to my live stream, deciding they want to have a conversation or something, and I just kind of sit back and don't care. I have some regulars that may or may not stay around. You know, I can't say I go to their channel too often, so I wouldn't doubt it. In many cases, if some of the people that have come into my live stream decide they're going to vanish, because you know, they're into their thing, they're into their gig, and maybe they don't owe you the time, and maybe they don't think your creativity is good enough for what their entertainment. Maybe their genre of interest in relation to the logistics they put into their production has nothing to do with the way you do yours, and the confluence isn't enough to make them intellectually adapted to it. So they eventually just move away from your show. I've had some people that were sub to me that, you know, I just blocked them because I felt that's what would happen. You know, you probably don't even know me, so why don't I just block you ahead of time? And I did. I blocked, you know, I blocked them ahead of time, you know, and they probably hate me for it. I'm surprised they don't give me more dislikes for that. But I just had the feeling that these people don't know me and they're going to end up, you know, just going away and never coming back to my channel. I mean, of course, people just, and a lot of times when you get somebody that promotes their channel or uses you to promote their channel, or you try to promote someone else's channel, a lot of times it doesn't come to confluence between the two of you. Even though you're trying to be friendly to each other, you can't stay friendly with each other because the differences of your interests are too vast to keep copacetic for the audience of their particular genre and their play, whatever it is they do on their channel. And that gets annoying to a certain degree because I am an outcast. I'm an outcast to all those kinds of people that think they have it down pat and whatever. And yeah, they get monetized, a lot of them, because they got big channels. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I do this, I do this for a hobby myself. I do this for a hobby myself. That's it. I do have a couple protection troll channels for my protection. If I need to, I can go to someone, and if I can get my jollies fucking pissing them off after they piss me off, I'll do that. Doesn't mean it always is that way. Sometimes I already dislike them, so maybe I'll go back to their channel just to say, hey, you're a bitch. But no, I won't say that. I'll just say it in a different way because I'm kooky. I don't just say stupid shit like that. But I would say something. I would say something. I would say something, but nothing stupid like you're a bitch, like some of these guys, these trolls do. But no, a lot of times, yeah, I do feel like if because what you're doing is you're basically laying down fire every time somebody comes to your channel and fucks with you and you kind of know who it is. You go to their channel and you do the same. Doesn't mean you're always going to nail it unless you knew for a fact it was coming from their fucking IP address. So in a case like that, I just try. I try. Once in a while, people do come and a lot of times it's, the people I already dislike, which is the gay and lesbian community. I don't like them. They can feel free to be free in America, but just don't think that it's using the same word, copacetic, to be close to me, because I'm not. That wouldn't mean that there's any compliance there, nor am I interested in your lifestyle at all. Like if you fucking walked off a cliff tomorrow, it wouldn't be something I'd clap about, but I'd be, oh, one less gay, okay. Oh, one less transvestite, okay. Oh, what, should I walk in this direction? Okay, yeah. That's me. Even in my family, if somebody dies, I'd probably be like, I'm sorry, I don't really care. I got a lot of fucking assholes in my family too. People that are just assholes. They like to fucking rub it in, whatever it is their agenda's about. And, and of course, that's the only thing that keeps their ego alive. And, they'll always look at the black sheep of the family. And, and usually the black sheep, and I'm not saying this all the time, but for a good portion of the time, it's always a younger sibling that, or the youngest, or close to the youngest siblings that get to be the black sheep. Because the older ones want the inheritance. So there you go. There's the motive behind who's the black sheep in the family. That's how that works. Usually it's just a mischievous, I got to, be dad's, not teacher's pet, but, parent pet in order to get the inheritance. So I'm going to have to say shit and talk shit about this one so that dad doesn't get persuaded he's worth giving money to. He'll just blow it. I'm sure they'll say stupid shit. Oh, he'll blow in a casino. Actually, I made money in the casino, so it wouldn't have happened, but that's how I made my money. So I my brothers, I've called my brothers before and I say, hey man, you wanted me to call you, and when I win, I called you when I won, and they didn't even want to do anything. They were so embarrassed that I fucking had so much money. They didn't even want to do anything with me because now they were all fucking butthurt that I could do that and they can't. So when you make money gambling, and then all your brothers and shit, all they want to do is say, oh, they act a little encouraging, but they just want you to give them money. Like my brother McKee, he was like, oh, give me money then. How much you win? Oh, okay, give me money. Fucking stupid. So yeah, people are out for something all the time. Like vultures, they're out. They're like vultures. They don't come in the same uniform, visual as a vulture, but what they do come as people that are kind of like, nipping at your financial whenever they can, if they can throw that in there. Most of the time, they'll forget about it if they got their own thing going down. But if they don't got their own thing about going down, they'll want to steal money from you, even your own brothers and sisters. So, not that my family was like that. I was kind of reverse. I had some family members. I think my sister was a hoe at one time, so she had like $3,000 in her fucking wallet all the time. So I would take 400 and go buy weed. She wouldn't even know it was gone. She never fucking counted her money. I don't know. What else can I say? She never accused me. I did it all the time. That was way back then, though. And I don't do that shit anymore, but I'm just saying, I mean, families, as much you want to call them family, a lot of them will turn on you, and a lot of them will try to just turn you into a black sheep. Hopefully they can narrow the people down that are going to get the fucking money in the family. I always recognized the jealousy factor there, because I got a couple drum sets from my dad, and the entire family got jealous right away. They acted like they were impressed, but you could tell that it was wearing on them. So what did my brother do? He went and he asked my fucking pop to buy him a car because he had favor with my pop, which was crazy. So he ended up getting a fucking car out of that to drive in. And because jealous of my dad buying me a drum set. And then when I got the second drum set, my brother Peter had my brother Peter, when I got my second drum set, he started having a cry. He had a cry fest, and he's like a fucking adult. Like, he was like 23, 25, and he was crying about it. He was crying, not about my drum set. He was crying that he wasn't put into Little League Baseball. Early on, he was crying that he didn't get put into Little League Baseball early on, and that my dad and my mom screwed up, and now he doesn't know what to do. He can't make his mind up what to do in life because of that. And he basically had a cry attack right there with my parents. Now, I'm not saying I haven't cried around my parents. Duh. We all have. But anyway, but he was an adult, and he was a type of person you would expect that from. But I think that was a tactic, to feel sorry for him and give him money or buy him a car or something like that. It's just that's how it goes in families. It's not as all cracked up as it's supposed to be. Everybody loves each other. No, really, man, they're at each other's throats, trying to figure out who's going to get fucking money from who. What are they going to do with their life? It's a fucking free for all. That's what I call it. When you got 10 kids in your family, anyway, it's kind of a free for all. A lot more anxiety involved, dealing with other family members when you're growing older, when you're like the youngest and you're trying to deal with all those family members and you don't know what the outcome's going to be. You're not sure if they're going to get in a giant fight and stab each other. They were kind of like the hippies that were never really hippies. They were just violent long hairs. My brother slapped a cop. My brother Pat, the one who died, he slapped a cop. He drove by a fucking cop giving a ticket and slapped the cop. My brother Pat drove by a cop giving a ticket and slapped the fucking cop. My brothers were hippies, but they were violent hippies. They were crazy. My brother Pat would go 120 miles an hour in a fucking giant fucking car and get away from police all the time and sometimes kill people. I mean, he almost killed people before, I've done that, but not like he did. Just by the sheer fact that you lose control of a vehicle and you kill people. That's how that goes. And one time I got in a fight at a party, and I was pretty far in. I was like 2 6-packs in. Oh, hey, hello, I'm Russian. I didn't see you, bro. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I don't even know what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. I mean, I've done everything that you would except for rob a bank. I mean, I was trained to be when I was a kid, I was trained to be a shoplifter, kind of like just a straight up, dirt fucking. I was a suburban kid, but I was trained to do stuff at an early age. People wanted me to steal cars, and I didn't want to steal cars. But so what I didn't steal radios and stupid shit like that. What I did is I just straight up, I was a childhood shoplifter. Childhood shoplifter. That's what I was. Anyway, I got trained to do that by a criminal family, and then, of course, you could tell they were going to start pushing buttons to do more and more stuff and more money to make more money, and that's when I basically said, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with this no more. It's getting too deep, and these people are like controlling me, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that, and yeah, and so sometimes I don't see somebody in chat because I don't get a lot of people coming into chat, so I apologize. I mean, what can I say? I'm not. Hey, five, come here, man. My dog is really tearing something apart downstairs, which is a good thing, though. It's a good thing because it's something he should tear apart. But it's just a toy. It's a toy I have set up for him. I just got to check and get some water. That's it. Get up for a split second, get some water. Come on, come on, five. Why don't you get up here? Chill out with me. I had to put another shirt on because I had a dumb one on. Come on, get up here. Come on, Bubba. Get up here. Come on, the heater's up there. Come on. Take some kratom. I need it. I could use it. Kratom red. Kind of like this tree now is turned red. This maple tree, I guess that's what it is. Turned red behind me. I'm going to take 13 of them this time, not 12. This shit numbs you out pretty good, too. Kratom. Try and get. I've never had to deal with junk, but if I did, I would take this stuff to get off the junk for sure. Yeah, for sure I would take this stuff to get off junk. Definitely. That would not be even a question. Glad I don't fuck with it. Yeah. Or it looks scary like that. Look at that wrinkle. Yeah. Do I look scary like Jack Nicholson, half bald? No. I don't want to look like Jack Nicholson, man. Fuck that. No, I don't want to look like Jack Nicholson. Whoever was in chat, they left because I was fucking with my hair. Hey, what's up? Oh, you are in chat. Okay, somebody else is in chat. Roderick Robinson, hello. How are you? I was just looking. There's somebody else came in. I didn't see him, so I apologize. I don't know how many people are going to start, if they do ever start coming into my live streams, if they're just going to, kind of like linger or talk, but that's cool. Hello. I just talk. I do rants. I talk about my opinions and stuff like that. That's it. Pretty strong opinionated. I'm very strongly opinionated. And I smoke weed and stuff like that. And downhill, bro, or skateboard downhill. This is me, No Pause Clark. I'm also a road fugitive, but I'm No Pause Clark if you want to see me skateboard downhill, man. Matter of fact, I mean, okay. Well, somebody else came in. They said, hello, I'm Russian. And then another one came in that said Roderick Robinson. So, but yeah, I do multiple things. I'm a musician. I make music on loops, and I skateboard downhill fast. And sometimes I go a little too slow on video, but I haven't got a professional driver yet to do it. But this is the kind of stuff I do, but not quite as technical as these guys. Yeah. This one was just released 20 minutes ago. This is somebody else. That's one of my favorite, Cold Toronto. God, it was sick. Okay, so I had to play that. That one just came on 39 minutes ago. So I had to play that. I couldn't pass. I had to watch a little of it anyway. Okay. Well, anyway, hey, what's up? Why do you keep deleting your message, Roderick? Why do you keep deleting your messages? But hello. So this girl thinks they're jealous. Okay, that could very well be. I'm talking about something right now with somebody, so I got to make sure I answer her proper. No doubt. Anyway, anywho, I sometimes have to check on things. So anyway, I was just talking about multiple things. This live stream's been on for a little while. I've been on for a while. Let's see, 50 minutes. Enjoy yourself. I might think of some ready topics right off the bat. Because right now I've gone through a few topics. I've gone through quite a few topics already. And it's like, well, shit, I'll have to think of some more topics because I really don't want to go over the same shit all the time. But yeah, maybe they're jealous. Exactly. That's what I had to answer this person by saying exactly. No doubt. Jealousy. All right, this is, it was 47 minutes ago. Did I just watch that one? Wait a minute. Is this another one?
As we reopen, don't you want your pocket of America to still feel like its own? Where small businesses are finding new.
Whoa, wait a minute. I think this is a different video. All right, so I got to watch this too. This one just came on too. I got to give it a like. I give them all a like ahead of time. Yeah, I'm live. Roderick. God, that was insanity what that guy just did. Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow, Roderick. Why? Is it late over there in Russia? What time is it over there? What time is it, though, in Russia? $7:50, huh? Time in St. Petersburg, Russia.
The time in St. Petersburg, Russia is 3:51 a.m.
Okay, so what part of Russia are you in? It says 3:51 a.m. So who are you? Are you really, where are you from? Oh yeah, you're not from Russia. It was the guy up there that's from Russia. I apologize. So you're probably over there in Midwest or East Coast or something like that. Yeah, I got the you mixed up with the guy at the top who kind of came in and left really quick. So what's going on in your area? What's going on? Like anything? Do you know who any of the people I listen to or do, like do you have any backdrop on me or anything? Like I used to have another channel called Octavital Forsage. And on that channel, I fucking did a bunch of stuff too. And I just decided I didn't care about the 500 plus subscribers. So I just left it, started a new channel because that's how I am. I don't really care that channel wasn't doing that much, very good anyway. So, well, I just got bored of it too. So I just moved to another channel, didn't ask for any of my subscribers back. So why do you keep deleting your messages? Explain. Why do you even delete your messages? One of those types, huh? Okay. You have a mental condition? Do you have a psych profile? Roderick, you have a psych profile? Let's hear your. Thank you. Thank you. Head high 520. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm having an extreme ringing error right now. Holy shit. Man, that's bothering me. Okay, I'm good now, I think. Damn, man, that ear just started ringing for no reason. Okay. I don't know why this guy Roderick keeps talking like that and then deleting his message, but it doesn't really matter. Not saying anything. He might be who knows what's up with that. But oh, you don't have a psych condition, Roderick. Is that what you're saying? No? All right. That's good. That's good. I'm not complaining then. Can I say? At that point, what can I even say? Right? I was asking though. I was asking if you had a psych condition. Because the way you keep deleting your messages, that could be a psych issue. That could be a fucking psych issue. That's a telltale sign that somebody is possibly warped in the brain or something. But I'm just saying, man. It's all good, bro. I don't care. If you're warped in the brain, welcome to my fucking live stream. How about that? I don't care, man. You're probably, maybe you don't speak that good of English. I don't know. Hey, so I don't know, man. I did some stuff, and now people are just randomly showing up on my channel. So I'm just new people. I'll just say hello to you. There's not much more I can do. I don't really know you, so maybe you could talk about where you're from and shit. I really don't have a topic this split second, so. Oh, Idaho? Roderick, you're from Idaho? I do means nothing to me, but I just say Idaho because maybe you're trying to say Idaho. I don't know. See, he just keeps saying one word and then moving on, kind of like a troll, but it's all good. Oh yeah, I believe that. Head high 520 for sure. I appreciate that. I like the dude, and I even commented on this live stream about him. I had no idea. I was just like went to his channel because I wasn't getting any notifications. I went to it and then it was not there. So then I got pissed. So that's usually how I react. I'll do a video on something. As soon as I get pissed about something that YouTube does, I go right on immediately and talk about it. That's just how I am. Yeah, no problem, Roderick. Maybe you don't speak that great of English. It's okay. I'm not holding you viable. And if you started talking trash, then of course, but you're not. So it's okay, Roderick. You're good. You're all good, man. Who knows, Roderick? Who knows? Maybe you're learning English. Maybe you're just learning English. I don't know. It's all good, bro. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to delete your messages, though. Hi, Abdallah. Altai. Abdallah Altai. Okay. All right, for sure, for sure. I'm not exactly from the moon. I am a warlock, though. So just so you know, I'm a warlock. Right up front. Most of the magic I do is while I'm sleeping at night, and I conduct time alterations while I sleep, and I manipulate time ahead of time. So I'm kind of like about the closest you can come to Doctor Who, and I'm a warlock. Hello, Miriam Lath. Hello, cheers. Cheers. I don't know. It's cool. I got 5 in, and people are talking. Cool. I don't really have too much to talk about, so just let me know where you're from. In this case, any one of these people that just came in. Roderick, Head High 520, Abdallah, and Miriam. Iraq, cool. Cheers. Right on. Okay, cool. A dentist. All right. Well, I have all right teeth, but I always am told I got to have them flossed, and I always have coffee stains on them because I drink excessive amounts of coffee. But I did just brush them. Roderick, no, I am not mad about you or at you. You're fine. Say whatever you want. Where are you from, Roderick? Say what place are you from? Oh yeah, well, my profession, I'm a retired gambler. I'm a retired gambler. This is my house. I spent 21 years in Las Vegas. I spent 18 years making almost $1 million, but that's about all I wanted to mess with, and then I quit. No, just not even $1 million. I was shy of $1 million. So I'm not rich. I mean, you can't call me rich, but I bought this house. I don't have a mortgage. Put it that way. Well, these days it's a lot more difficult. I don't want to throw I don't want to throw a stick in the spoke, so to speak, Abdullah. But if you want to work as to be a gambler, first of all, you have to use a psychic capability to play. You also have to have like an internal knowledge of numbers, but not exactly open numbers. Like you play a 6 stick shoe, so they don't think you're a card counter. That's one of the keys in blackjack. And you play bunches, and you try to offset so the dealer busts all the time. That's the key to blackjack. In roulette, it's playing 70% of the 35-1 numbers. Yeah, probably, but that would probably be under, I would have to get to know somebody before I bought them. But hey, man, I guarantee, I mean, there's some rich people over there too. Even now, there's probably rich people. Yeah, this is outside. My room's in there. This is my porch. It goes way back there. Then I have a downstairs porch and a front porch. My house is 2,200 square feet. I have a second story and I have a first floor. The first floor is bigger, and the second story isn't as big. Yeah, politics. Well, hey, I look at it like this. Trump is Trump is, I don't want to really go into politics. I'm just going to tell you, everybody knows why Howard Stern was famous, because he was willing to do things that would shock people. Hence the term shock jock. Well, that's what the president is. He's saying things and doing things against the norm. The next president after him, 4 years later, because I think he's going to continue to be the president. All right. He is going to be, people are going to act like Trump in the future. They're not going to act so tidy and whitey. They're gonna start cussing and stuff like that. Watch, mark my words. The presidents of the future are to try to copy Trump and go that much further and start cussing and everything. Watch. I'm not kidding you. This is going to happen. And people are going to go for it because they're going to use the cuss words properly. Hey, Rodrigo, now I know why you're deleting your messages earlier. Roderick. Sorry, I keep getting your name wrong. Yeah, I might get mad at you if you keep making no sense. But, there's no telling what you are, how old you are, whatever the fuck you are. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't curl up into a little ball. You'll be all right. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Yeah, man, you got to learn how to talk. If you come on somebody's live stream, the number one thing is being able to say a sentence. But yeah, you can try to talk, I guess, if you don't speak English. The coronavirus is mostly just like a cold. It's a rhinovirus, so it's basically the same thing. The only people who need to worry about it are old people with immune system dysfunctions and people that are generally unhealthy to begin with. That's why a lot of doctors are being told to call everything coronavirus so they can increase the numbers and be able to command and deal with people by telling them to stay a distance apart and when they open the door, stand back, please, and stuff like that. It's only so that they can push orders further in the direction of command so that you cannot disagree with them. But the coronavirus itself is pretty much innocuous. Out here, people wear masks indoors, and that's probably about it. But more or less, we go about our business with our no masks all day long. No, I don't. I don't read a lot of books, but I don't normally say this, but since you asked, I have an IQ of 168, but I didn't make it past 7th grade, and I got Fs. And all my most of my academics were Ds, Fs, and Cs. So I'm not very smart that way. But supposedly I got an IQ of 168 when I was in 1st grade, so that's not so bad. That's actually pretty doggone good. I think what it is I'm smart. I had to actually teach myself to read because I had an anxiety in class with the English teachers and other teachers. I couldn't do anything in class. And then when I tried to do homework, I couldn't concentrate. So eventually I taught myself how to read. But yeah, I'm not that smart. I mean, I wish I was as smart academically as I was just off the cuff, kind of like. I just go by instinct. I go by instinct and intuition to deal with things, and I can also be psychic about people. I try not to think about people's sicknesses. I try not to think about when I say sicknesses, I mean their mental sicknesses, because if I was to think about how fucked up they are in their mind, it would offset my ability to figure out if they were able to do other things. So I try to block all the negative shit from people, and I just receive them on every day like anyone else. Yeah, just use common sense when dealing with people. Don't let anyone dictate over you unless unless it's a government policy that's in place and you don't want to go against your government, right? But I mean, just try to keep everybody don't walk up too close to an old lady without your mask, I guess, or somebody who's looks like they're sick. Don't get near them, obviously. But other than that, no, just go about act as decent as you can to people on an everyday basis. And when I do my YouTube channel, I can be an asshole. Sometimes my live streams, I can be a complete asshole. It just depends. Like if you're coming in and you talk, I will talk back, and I'll be nice to you. But yeah, I overreact and get upset and do things and get really upset sometimes. No, I don't got a game, so I don't know. This must be some kid. Roderick must be like on my live stream. He's probably just under 10 or something. He's talking about games. He can barely speak English. But yeah, that's the advice I would just give. because you can't be at everyone's throat all the time. It's not worth it. And nobody's prophet or God is going to help you. Yeah, nobody's prophet or God is going to help you. The devil does not exist. I'm a warlock. That's my advice. Listen to me. You know what a genie is, right? I'm similar. Look, I even got the color of the fucking bottle the genie would be in. I'm a genie, hence I'm a warlock. I'm a warlock, hence I'm a genie. They're one and the same. No, I don't believe in God. I do believe that there's people that made this planet. They landscaped it and made it, terraformed it, put us down here, made it look like there was a linear time aspect to it that would trick us and make us think that things were extremely old when they were really maybe linear speaking only. Maybe they were technically old, but in reality they were not far long behind us. That in other words, they can turn things into rock. That let's say they had a building that was made out of metal, and just like we have buildings and all kinds of stuff, they can turn it into rock, the entire building. They have to fill it with sand, but they have the technology to turn everything they use into rock so that no one can see what technology they have. See, I am a warlock. I know these things. I'm psychic. I'm intuitive. The pyramids, for instance, the pyramids and the quarry next to the pyramids, that was all done using machines and stuff from high-tech, a high-tech civilization. The pyramids themselves used to be buildings, industrial buildings. The pyramids were filled with sand, gutted. That means everything inside was gutted. It was filled with sand, and it was turned into rock, but it was segmented to look like it was built. That way they could hoodwink, or what you would call trick people, into thinking that somebody built it out of rock, because they don't want you to know what it really was. And they have the potential to do that with anything. They can modify an old technological structure and turn it into something that looks like something from an Aztec pyramid. They can do that. And now the Aztecs are already known to have only started carving the shit on the fucking pyramids and the Mayan pyramids after they were built, which would make no sense. That would mean they did no post work on their stuff. They didn't do any. They didn't make dragons. They didn't make shapes, and they didn't make figurines. They didn't do any of that until after those pyramids were present. Okay, I'm just saying the pyramids were artificial buildings, and what they did is they gutted them, filled them with sand. The technology was there for these extraterrestrials because they terraformed this planet. It was a terraforming station, an industrial location. It was finishing the product of Earth. It used to be Mars that was terraformed. Then it became Earth that was terraformed. The Mars they had to destroy anyway, because to make this one they had to bring in a body, which was the moon, is artificial. Inside there is a space station inside the moon. It controls the orbit of the Earth and filters us a little bit by causing the gravity waves. And the extraterrestrials, what they do is they when they leave, they have to not leave any technology behind. So they purposely disguise their old technology or destroy it. They do one of two things. They disguise it or they destroy it. In the case of the pyramids, they left the Giza pyramids. Now the smaller pyramids don't have any coagulate. There's nothing in common with the Giza pyramids. If you look at the old pyramids, a lot of them are just jumbles of rock. They don't even have the rock segments cut as near as precisely or even close. And they're super small. So those two pyramid builders, one was human beings trying to make what was left over, which is the Giza pyramids. So a couple people walked out. And that's okay, because I speak my mind. I don't waste any time, So what it is this, they can also fossilize animals. When they're done testing out animals, they can fossilize them immediately. They can turn all their liquid inside them and turn it into rock. They can turn the creature into rock. And then later on, mud and stuff like that goes over it, and then it kind of solidifies in there, and it looks like a fossil. That's what I'm saying. The only reason why they do that is because they have to farm human beings. They have to farm us, and to farm us, they have to also make sure that we don't get an idea exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Like, and that's exactly how the governments of Earth also are running things. They don't want you either to know what they're doing behind the scenes. So the two, they have the same characteristics. Our covert upper class humans don't want you to know what's up, and then the space humans that are advanced that didn't even get raised here and got a bigger brain and everything. Those humans are in our space force so that they can operate spacecrafts and shit. And what we would refer to in many cases as UFOs. So that's how that goes down. All right, so my live's been going on good enough, and we're done for now.